The Israeli military has expanded its ground operations in Gaza significantly, moving to reoccupy another major area in the Palestinian enclave. It is also getting another one of its divisions to ready for possible action in Gaza. All this while, it continued to hit targets in Israel by airstrikes. The Israeli military also said that its 36th division has begun preparations for operations. The division has earlier carried out operations in Lebanon. In fact, the military said that the 36th division has started preparations for operations in the Southern Command. Israel's new all-out air and ground campaign that began Tuesday has displaced many Gazans again. From the north, it has driven out inhabitants from Jabalia, Beit Hanun, and towns east of Khan Yunis. In the south, Israel's military has encircled Tal al-Sultan in Rafah near Egypt border, adding its objective was to dismantle terrorist infrastructure and eliminate militants there, quote unquote. On Sunday, Gaza authorities claimed that an Israeli strike hit a camp where displaced Palestinians were staying. The video showed the moment of the explosion and thick clouds of smoke rising, while two women curled up to shelter a child. Hamas claimed that the Israeli airstrike on a hospital killed a senior member of its political bureau. A separate strike in the Khan Yunis area reportedly killed a senior Hamas education official. Israel said it used precision weaponry to target and kill Ismail Barhom at Nasser Hospital. The defense minister, Israel Katz, confirmed the widening of the offensive in a statement hailing the killing of Barhom. According to Israeli media, out of the 20 members of Hamas's political bureau, 11 have been assassinated during the war in Gaza. 7 are either certain or highly likely to be outside the Gaza Strip. Health authorities said at least 46 Palestinians were killed in Israeli airstrikes on Rafah and Khan Yunis in last 2 days. Palestinian health authorities announced that the war in Gaza has killed more than 50,000 people so far.
We, the people, are not guilty. What crime have we done to lose 50,000 or 60,000 martyrs, and 10,000 are missing and 50,000 are injured? What have we done? We struggled a lot. We want to rest. We want to stay in our country. We want comfort. We run after a gallon of water to drink, and we run after firewood to eat because we don't have gas.
And with us in the broadcast this minute is Mohammad Najib from Ramallah. He is a journalist, war correspondent and security analyst. Thanks very much for being here on the broadcast. Let me begin by asking you for your assessment of the latest coming in with the Israeli military now expanding its operations in Gaza significantly.
Actually, Israel, after 7 days of the resumption of the war against Gaza, it seems that it wants to escalate and make a military shift in its operation in Gaza by fighting the Division 36 that was operating in northern Israel in southern Lebanon against Hezbollah. So they want to practice more military pressure on Hamas and to control the strategic routes of northern Gaza. And they think that adopting a new method that by taking control over lands of Gaza, then they can call Hamas or negotiate Hamas or Russian Hamas to negotiate to free the Israeli hostages. In return, that Israel will withdraw from those newly takeover areas in Gaza. But also, this Israeli escalation will cause civilian casualties among Palestinians in Gaza, who 100,000 of them forced to displaced from their homes, and the civilian situation worsened since the start of the war in Gaza, taking in consideration that for the past 24 days, Israel was closing all the crossing borders with Gaza, so preventing any kind of fuel or medicine or food to enter to Gaza for 2.3 Palestinian citizens in Gaza who are fasting Ramadan month at the moment.
Right. How optimistic are you at this point of a ceasefire? And where do you think things are headed at this point?
Actually, since the resumption of the Israeli war against Gaza, the mediators, mainly Egypt and others, try to reach a ceasefire, contact the Israelis, try with the Americans, with others. But right now, the Israelis seems they have another political motive to continue the war until the pass of the budget of the Israeli government by the 31st of March. So there is no expectation that before the 31st of March that Israel is willing to stop the operations in Gaza. And also they want to practice more military pressure on Hamas to free the hostages for no price. And Israel actually was also annoyed that the United States had opened a direct channel with Hamas. So they want to undermine this issue and to take the control in Gaza and making the life of 2.3 million Palestinians worse and worse as they suffered during the past 16 months of the war. But now also their sufferance duplicated again.
All right, Mohammed Najib, we're leaving it there for the moment. Thanks very much for joining us with those comments. Shifting focus for now, 2 weeks after US President Donald Trump's letter to Iran seeking a new nuclear deal and a strong rebuttal from the Iranian supreme leader, there is no end to the tensions between Tehran and Washington on the issue, with a fresh round of US warnings. And in the latest, the US has called for what it calls full dismantling of Iran nuclear programs as it ramps up its military campaign in the region. In an interview with CBS, White House National Security Advisor Mike Waltz said that Iran has to give up its nuclear program in a way that the entire world can see. Waltz said, and I'm quoting, "It's time for Iran to walk away completely from its desire to have a nuclear weapon." He added that Tehran cannot be allowed to enrich or weaponize its nuclear and strategic missiles programs. The White House National Security Advisor's latest remarks coming after US President Donald Trump warned Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei to withdraw the nuclear program or face possible military actions in a letter earlier this month. Waltz echoed some of Trump's threats, warning Iran that would face consequences if it did not give up its nuclear program completely. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.